Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Roads Yet Traveled. If you're watching this, then I hope it means you've remembered the promise from last episode
Mm-hmm.
and are staying true to it. Alright, with that, let's just keep on going. My monitor? Does he mean my phone? That's fine, I guess. Probably don't have service here anyways.
From what I understand, there's enough data on it to create a dictionary of some kind. And from there, I believe we could use a neural-based algorithm to teach us your language.
Really? Aren't those only useful for diplomats and such?
Well, oops, sorry, that's
Well. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say?
I said, oops, that's you. I started speaking.
Oh, I didn't even hear you.
Oh.
Fine.
Well, what would you call our friend here but a diplomat?
Mark just shrugs.
Anyways, I believe I can figure out how to get that up and running, maybe even as early as tomorrow. The technology you possessed is fortunately not too different from some of our more primitive tech.
Damn, bitch, alright.
If just barely. It's quite impressive, really. And though I do wish that was all of the news I had for you, it is not.
He's kind of the king of backhanded compliments, I can't lie.
Mm-hmm. While we have tried to keep all of this under control, I've been informed that there are already rumors spreading about your presence here.
Wait, can you not hear me?
No.
I could not hear that.
Oh, sorry.
All
What?
good.
I told everyone involved how important this is. Damn it.
I'm not blaming you, Merrick. No one is. We believe it was truly out of your control. I am just warning our friend here that things might get complicated in less controlled environments.
Yeah, I mean, we did kind of run through a whole bunch of the space station and pass a whole bunch of people, so
Yeah.
makes sense we couldn't exactly hide that.
Oopsie. We'll do what we can, but you might be the center of attention for a while.
It doesn't sound like something I want, but I guess I'm okay as long as I'm in the cell. God, this really is this is really a prisoner's dilemma. Wait, no, that's something else. I fucking love Tucker so much.
God.
Damn, I'm really in a prisoner's dilemma right now. Nope.
Wait, I don't know what that
something
is.
else. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck that is. God, it's so good.
Try not to worry too much. You have my full support, as well as the support of the captain herself.
Whoa.
Whoa, women.
No way. Woman.
Woman.
Peruvian. That's crazy.
I know.
In my BLVN.
Women.
Insane. Insanity.
No way the captain cares about all of this. Is this thing really worth her time?
Of course she does, Merrick. It's her ship. How do you think I knew about those rumors? She also told me to take charge of Tucker's security personally, which is why I'm now officially assigning you as their permanent bodyguard.
Bro's gonna love that.
My god.
Until further notice.
The room goes silent, if but for a moment.
Ha! Good one, Chief.
Merrick, I'm serious. The safety of our guest here is paramount.
Well, I mean, of course, but surely I don't have to do it, right? I'm the head of security and all.
That's exactly why it has to be you. You have the highest clearance, you're already informed on the situation, and you're the most qualified. The captain suggested you herself.
No one moves once again.
Dr. Seno?
Yes, sir.
Didn't I schedule maintenance director Tyrion to be here?
Did you, sir? I haven't seen him.
That's strange. I'll see if I can get someone to send him down. Right, I better be off. I've got mountains of data to sift through, and now this algorithm to work on. Never a dull moment, I suppose. It's lovely meeting you, Tucker. I do hope we can actually hold a conversation soon.
Goodbye, sir. The chief takes his leave while Merrick snaps out of it and follows.
Wait, Chief. Can we talk about this?
I'm a bit worried about the prospect of being swarmed by curious dogs, but for now at least I am okay. Merwin and I both bask in the silence for a minute before making eye contact. He chuckles a little bit. Sorry about all this. Seems things might get busier before they get better. But what the professor was talking about really might work. It's just very lucky on an entire digital dictionary just ready for something like this. Until then, though, I think I have the next best thing. Marin steps up to where the door should be. I figure he has to wait for Mark to open it. But surprisingly, it just opens up and he walks on in. I guess it was automatic this whole time. Seems like a bad safety measure if so. He's hiding something behind his back, but he seems awfully excited to share it with me. So as I was saying, we might not be able to communicate verbally yet, but this could be just as good. He pulls out a whiteboard and some markers with a big goofy grin on his face. Markers! Thank fucking God. I can barely contain myself from laughing. Just a moment ago we were talking about computer algorithms. Computer algorithms. There are walls that can turn into windows, and now we're gonna play Pictionary. Well, it's better than charades. Alright, Doc, seems good to me. Have anything in mind? He just stares at me. Right. I gesture that he should take the lead. Oh, right, well, let's see. How about math? That seems like a good universal language. Could you write out basic examples and try to explain them to me, please? Math? Really? I'm who knows where in jail, and I have to explain Arabic numerals to a giant dog. I became a literary major to escape this exact scenario. God damn it.
God.
It's crazy. This exact scenario happened.
Wow.
Yep.
Sighing, I take the board and write some pathetically simple problems on it, double checking to make sure I don't make a fool of myself. I try to explain it all on my fingers, which really makes me question the purpose of all of this. Fortunately, Marrow seems to understand what I'm trying to explain. Well, I'm glad to see the mathematics seem to have a common basis no matter where you come from. Sorry if this isn't the most interesting thing, but I believe any bit of knowledge shared here will truly be helpful. I chuckle. I guess it must be fascinating for him, especially as a man-dog of science. I'm not to say I'm not fascinated by all this in a strange sort of way. It's just different. Honestly, this whole, the whole, through line of the prologue being about, struggling to have, this conversation where we can understand them, but they can't understand us is, I think, one of the reasons I love this fucking prologue so much.
It's fun.
It's really good.
Yeah, I make fun of Tucker a lot, but I really, really, really like this as a method to, establish in our character's perspective on the other characters without them being able to have a good perspective on us.
Yeah.
I consider breaking out the Pythagorean theorem next, but I hear the door open and a surprisingly mopey Merrick walks into the hallway. I don't think he's taken his new assignment very well. I just hope he doesn't take it out on me.
Doc, what are you doing in there? I didn't let you in yet.
Oh, taking up the role of bodyguard so soon, are we? As his physician, I am to have access to him at all times, with or without your approval. Also, I just opened the door. Merrick doesn't seem happy with his answer. I can't imagine he appreciates him going over his head, especially now with the dour mood he's already in.
Please don't flaunt your credentials at me, Doc. It's enough already with the chief making me look like a fool. What are you even doing in there? That doesn't look like a physical to me.
I'm sorry, Mark. That was rude of me. I was merely trying to make a joke. And I'm trying to communicate with them using images. Look, this is their numeral system. Isn't it fascinating? They use a system of 10 digits, just like us. He holds the board up to the window like a proud parent, showing off their child's work. Childish work it is indeed. I definitely should have used some more impressive problems. If I could remember any.
that's their numeral system, that looks like illegible gibberish. I've seen kids with better paw writing skills than that.
You bitch. I love him. He's a bitch. I understood it just fine. I'm sure they aren't used to our. I'm sure they just aren't used to our writing implements. Come and join us. Let's see how well you write them. Mark just gives Doc a confused look.
Doc, I can't come in, remember?
What? Oh, my, of course, how foolish. Well, we can come to you, how about that? Wait, why can't he come in? No response but empty stares. Right, of course, no real answer to him. I try to ignore it and move on, grabbing the stool from my desk and sitting next to the window. I feel a bit bad that Mara's still on the ground, but he doesn't seem to mind. Since they understand us, I decided it'd be best if we just ask them questions to see how they respond. Do you have any questions in mind? Mark seems wholly uninterested until a brow raises and he capitulates to some question burning in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I got a question.
Alright, go ahead and ask.
Alright. Oh. So why don't you have any fur?
Mark, you can't just ask you why he doesn't have any fur.
God damn, I was about to make that joke!
I fucking took my chance.
God.
I knew it.
Are all of you like that, or are you just some kind of freak?
Damn.
I love Mark so much. I simply scoff and turn away. Doc, however, does not seem so pleased. Mark, I'm aware you're having a bad day. If you take it out on our guest, I will make it your problem. Do you understand me?
Oh, what? You're allowed to make a joke, but suddenly I'm not?
There's a moment of tension between the two, palpable seconds of unbroken eye contact. A slight growl of unclear origin. Finally, Mark simply scoffs and turns away as a signal the end of the dispute.
Oh, it's clear to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clear to me, but I'm sorry it's not clear to you, Tucker, but...
I wonder who of these two might be actively growling based on these facial expressions. I wonder. It's a mystery. Mary's not quite finished, though. Apologize.
Huh?
Mark, please apologize to our guest.
You're kidding, right?
Do I sound like I'm making a joke? Lest you forget, they're fully capable of understanding us and have heard everything you've said to them. Mark's eyes narrow as they flip between the two of us. Doc's stern expression starkly contrasts my confusion. I mean, the joke wasn't really that bad. I suppose Doc just wants to make sure it doesn't get worse. Fortunately for the both of us, Mark just sighs and relaxes a bit.
Yeah, Doc, I get it. Listen, guest. Doc, do we know their name yet?
You've surely been in the room when we've said it, haven't you?
He's busy dissociating.
He's so fucking funny. It's Tucker.
Must have missed it. Anyway, Tucker, I'm sorry for calling you a freak.
Wow.
God.
Oh.
All good.
Did I miss one?
No, it's this one.
Oh, okay. But I won't apologize for tackling you. I was doing my job and I will continue to do so, even if it means working as your bodyguard.
That seems surprisingly genuine coming from him, even if it was said extremely begrudgingly. Still, maybe he isn't such a bad guy, just a dumbass. Good thing I'll have a chance to get to know him more, I suppose. They fucking hate each other, it's great.
God.
At least he'll have time to try and get back at him, if nothing else. Thank you. I say with a nod. Doc still seems a bit upset, but seeing how it reacted, he decides to let it go.
It is pretty freaky that you don't got any fur, though. What's up with that?
Marek.
What?
God, I love this.
God.
I'd really appreciate some bedside manners here. Do you think we'd get back to the matter at hand?
Alright. Alright, I got a real question this time, promise. So, like, where are you from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just crawl out of a vent or something?
He's God. I fucking love Mark. Oh, I suppose that would be a
Wow.
decent question, but I don't know how to answer it at all. The first thing that comes to mind is draw a map, but the might not make sense, especially considering the fact that I doubt I'm on Earth anymore. Well, how about a star chart? Wait, I don't know how to draw that. What am I thinking?
Dude,
I fucking love what Tucker
you
is
don't know
like.
what a boat looks like?
Yeah.
I fucking love what Tucker is like. Wait, I'll just do this. Wait, I don't know how to fucking do that. It's just so fucking funny. I guess the best I can do right now is try to draw the solar system. Oh man, I really hope I get the order of the planets right. Let's see. Mercury, and Mars, and Venus. Wait, no. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, the rest. I think it's Neptune, then Uranus. Nope, that backwards. Shit, where do those asteroid belts go again? No, the sun isn't supposed to have sunglasses. I just confused them. I almost forgot Pluto. And make sure to also draw a large exaggerated arrow pointing directly at Earth. I love science, but the act of remembering stuff was never my strong suit. I present my crude drawing of a partially smudged out solar system. Lilo seemed very interested. Oh my, so many planets. What is that, 9? Well, wait, that raises more questions than answers.
Maybe they just drew it wrong. Looks like you erased some of it already.
No, I doubt it. Look, they put rings around these planets, which would be completely out of place, and this arrow. Rune! Get back in here, Addie.
What is that?
Oh shit. God. That's a nice drawing.
Ah! In my shock, I dropped the whiteboard. Oh, it's him, the dog I ran into in the walls.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
Ah, Merowyn. Trying to communicate with pictographs and drawings, I see. Any progress?
Mara lifts the whiteboard from the floor, subtly cleaning it off in the process. Yes, sir. He was able to communicate his numeral system to me as well as some other uses for it.
He taught you math.
Well, no. But I learned what the digits look like. The chief looks a bit unimpressed.
Well, any progress is something, I suppose. Be sure to explain it to me in your report. Oh, and look who I bumped into. I was on my way to the labs and I managed to find him fixing a broken pipe. He was trying to bury himself in work again. Well, I needed to fix some things on the lower floors as well, sir. You have subordinates, don't you? Yes, but we're a bit understaffed, as you know. And I don't like forcing jobs onto them that I can just get done quickly. Use your staff as it wills you, Director. But I really must be off. Goodbye, Tucker.
With a small wave to the room, he's gone. I wonder where he learned my name, though. I guess Merowyn told him? Speaking of Mara, why'd he get rid of my crappy drawing? The new dog saw it already, as did Merrick. I'll have to ask him about it later. Retrieving the whiteboard, I take a second to get a better look at this new visitor. On the surface, I say he looks almost more intimidating than any of the dogs I've seen so far, not discounting how scary Merrick is. His fur is unkempt and a little dirty, not that I'm a good judge of that, and I think I see some pronounced muscle underneath. This is all without even mentioning his arm. Let's try to move on. Maybe another question, perhaps? No one speaks up. I'm still not entirely sure who this new dog is, besides some job titles that were thrown around. I look to Mara and point to our new guest.
Me?
Oh, how rude of me. Tucker, this is our head of maintenance, Director Rune Tyran. From his report, you've already met. In a way. Calling the interaction we had and meeting each other is taking a lot of liberties, but I suppose it's a start. I wave to him and he shyly but politely responds. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Merrick scoff and take a step away.
So, should I be in there, or?
Are you an idiot? Didn't the emergency team brief you?
Well, sure. But they said a lot of things, and I was there for a very long time.
Figures. Look, we still don't know if this thing is dangerous or not. Also, he could be sick or carrying dangerous diseases. We have no idea. He's in there for your safety, dumbass.
Marek.
What?
Merwin sighs while Marek rolls his eyes and turns away, but at least Rune seems unfazed by it.
Oh, okay. So wait, how are we asking them questions if they can't understand us?
I will point out before we continue, Marek just said that Mark is also outside of the glass and said that Rune can't go in because we might have diseases. Merwin is in the room with us.
Yep.
Just gonna point that out before we move on too fast. Yeah. You don't care.
And are you going to be alright in there then? Won't you get sick?
They understand us. It's just one way for some reason. And I'll be fine. I'm tested constantly and I'll be fine. Did you not get my memo? I outlined most of this. It outlined most of this.
Sorry, Doctor. I was working almost all last night. The chief actually found me on my way to go get breakfast.
It's lunchtime. Rune just blinks.
Yes.
Right. Well, anyways, feel free to ask them anything. They have proven to be courteous and happy to share. God. Speaking of though, Merrick, do you mind fetching lunch? Rune seems to be thinking of a question or just lost in thought.
Yeah, fine, Doc. Same thing, or?
No, just porridge for Tucker, but get whatever you'd like for yourself and Rune. Tell them I sent you.
For me and...
Marrow sternly interrupts with a curt, "Yes, Marek." Scowling, Marek leaves after a quick nod. There's drama. Once the door closes.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I shan't say more. Once the door closes, Doc lets out a small sigh. Sorry about him, Tucker. I'll talk to him later. I don't know what's gotten into him today. He puts a massive paw to his brow and starts massaging us if he's got a headache. I decide to put a hand on his shoulder. It's okay, but thank you. He looks at me, maybe a little surprised, but smiles. I would like to apologize for Security Chief Saris's rudeness to you as well, Director Tyran. Rune just blinks and looks between us as if he was just awoken from a dream.
What? Was he? I didn't notice. Oh, I thought of a question though. Do you have plants where you're from?
I just blink in response. I'm a bit confused. This is the question he took so long to think about.
Yeah. They usually grow on the ground, lots of leaves and stuff.
God.
It's okay if you don't.
Chuckling and shaking my head, I get to drawing. Plants were never really my strong suit. Also, drawing was never my strong suit, but I can at least do some outlines. Both him and Doc lean in to take a look at my crude attempt at drawing my plants' local and not-so-local flora.
Oh, how pretty. There aren't enough plants up here. Back home, we have these trees that have this really nice bark that it smells good. I'm glad you have plants too, though.
Rune's fucking great.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
I love him.
Thanks? Wait, up here? What does he mean by that? Damn, what does he mean by that? I can't imagine.
You idiot! Grabs Joker by the shoulders and fucking shakes him around.
We have some similar kinds here, although I'm sure they could be more different upon closer inspection. Well, have you thought of any other questions, perhaps? We both turn to Rune, who seems to have once again slipped deep in thought. Merwin takes them before tapping on the glass.
Me? Nope.
Doc just blinks. You can't think of anything else to ask? Surely you're curious about our guest, though, no?
Well, sure, but I don't
The door opens.
really know what to ask.
Mark takes a quick look around before just leaving a tray where the door should be and retreating to his bench. There's a moment of silence where no one really moves. The only sound is the crinkling of foil. Doc eventually gets up and grabs the tray from me, but not before handing Rune what looks like another wrapped meal. It's a painfully silent lunch. The conversation must have escaped when the door opened. Mark eventually yawns and checks his monitor.
Damn, only the 16th mark. This day is never going to end.
Mark? Is that like hours? That feels like something important to figure out. Picking up the whiteboard, I draw a crude clock. Even I barely see clock faces anymore. Everything's digital. Holding up the sign for everyone seems to get them out of their lunch-induced stupor.
Is that a... Doc, any idea what that is?
Oh, that's me. Whoops. It could be some kind of clock, maybe? The numbers are all wrong, though. I nod as Merwin hits the nail on the head.
Don't you know how to tell time? Everything in the system is on Ilian? What is it? Lion?
I think it's IA.
Is that an I or an L?
I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's an
IA
I.
in standard time.
I,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I think it's capitalized.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, our friend might not. Doc looks strange if this next sentence is something he has to force himself to say. They may not be from the system. Mark's probably make no sense
No
to
way.
them. No fucking way.
No way.
I mean, they definitely aren't carrion, but are we really going to make that assumption already? Carrion? I'm saying carrion like it's Elden Ring. Carrion?
I don't know. I think it might be like Serene. That's how I've said it in my head.
Okay.
I
I'll say Serene.
Yeah, I don't have any way of verifying that. That's just how I put it in my head. So do whatever feels natural to you.
Okay.
I don't think it's that much of a leap. I mean, you saw the map they drew. Even without that map, there's nothing, and I mean nothing like them in any database I could find.
I mean, just looking at them, I'm ready to accept they're an alien and all, but like, really? From another system? Maybe we just missed something.
Missed something?
Like, I don't know, how did they get here? The next system is like, what? 3 light years away, give or take?
3.37.
Whatever.
Nerd.
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 I'm just saying, isn't it more likely like he was hiding on some rogue planet, or maybe like, I don't know.
I mean, I suppose, but they drew us that map. A map which is decidedly not our system.
He just wanted to know the time.
What did you say?
He wanted to know the time.
16th mark and a half. Oh, right. Doc, can you explain it? My head's already buzzing.
Oh, of course. Terribly sorry. Terribly sorry, Tucker. We got a bit distracted there, huh? Marks are how we tell time. While I don't wholly understand the clock you drew for us, I assume it's similar in some ways. A day is 34 marks, the time it takes for our home planet to rotate fully on its axis. Sorry, this is probably not what they were going for, but the number 34 is interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Interesting.
Sorry, Devs, but, well... Midday is the 17th
Has some
mark.
significance.
Has some
Yeah.
significance. Midday is the
Yeah.
17th mark, and each mark is broken up into 70 minutes. Everything in the system works on a 34 mark basis, even the colonies and us way out here. I'm not sure if that means anything to you, but I am confident we can at least teach you how to tell our time so you can schedule yourself accordingly. Although thorough, Doc's explanation falls on deaf ears and I'm already falling inwards. Another system? Colonies. I can't even think I'm on a planet. I don't even think I'm on a planet anymore, the way Mara was talking about it. You're almost there, buddy. You almost got it.
Almost
close.
there.
Not
Doc-
a boat, not a planet.
Not a boat, not a planet. Where could you be? Doc
I don't
notices
know.
Doc notices my rapidly declining mood before the others, putting his paw up to my back. I instinctively flinch in response. Whoa, hey, are you alright? Was lunch bad? He can't understand what's going on with me, and I can't even begin to explain it to them. My head is spinning, and my face is getting warmer, my breath shorter. I need... They can't understand me. None of them can. I need to lie down. Unfortunately, standing up directs 6 cruel eyes towards me. It's unnerving, but I'm too out of it to care. I make it to the bed before I start crying, I think. I don't think I'm getting home. Leave him be.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
The lights even go out, although apparently it's only midday. The 16th mark, or whatever the fuck it's called. Damn it all. What's the point in waking up if reality is just an unfriendly wall? I even
Damn.
Damn. You kinda cooked with that.
Jeez.
I'd even prefer to see Mark's growling face. Maybe not, actually. Never mind. Maybe he's not cooking. I'm tempted to just lie back down. Before I can make up my mind, the wall fades away and I can see someone standing there.
Who could that be?
Who could that possibly be?
Oh.
Who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon? It's Mark! It's Jigglypuff as seen from the fourth dimension.
Yep.
After staring me down for a bit, he walks over to the door and opens it. Wait, I thought he wasn't allowed in. What is he? Fortunately, I don't suffer long as he just drops something in the corner. And after giving me one last glance, he turns away and closes the door. I'm unable to really see what he dropped off in the dim light. Was he waiting for me to wake up? Throwing off my sheets, I wander over to the mysterious lump in the corner. Reaching out tentatively, I grab some kind of handle or strap. Wait, this feels familiar. the strap feels familiar.
Damn.
Damn. Pulling it close, I realize it's my backpack. Well, what's left of it, at least. It kind of looks more like a satchel now. There's only one strap. Damn. He's really losing.
Damn. Fuck.
Oh, I forgot I even had this. I don't even remember what I had packed. Turns out the answer is not a lot. Looks to be an old notebook, some loose pencils, pens, a copy of a Robinson Crusoe. I don't know if that's a real book or if it's a reference to something.
It is.
Oh, okay, sick. I am not familiar with it. My wallet and keys, my crinkled up orientation map, my socks and shoes, and a whole lot of lint. Oh wait, something else I didn't pack, my shirt. Guess they're still studying my phone. I do hope I can get it back. At least the photo saved on it. I'll worry about that when the time comes. Or when the mark comes, whatever that means. It's hard to read in this light, so I end up just flipping through my notebook to see if there are any good doodles in the margins. There are not. Time passes and not much changes until I hear what I think is the door opening. When the walls fall away, I try and get closer to listen. Fine. Distrait. Wanted.
No.
Stood. Seat.
Sleep tomorrow.
Horse. Very. Bye.
Good.
Leaning in closer, all I hear is footsteps. The wall becomes glass and I swerve my head to lock eyes with my bodyguard. Already staring me down. Oh, okay.
It was just the chief. I told him you were sleeping.
Sorry, I would have had you voice that, but I had no fucking clue who it was. I didn't remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
all good.
If you're going to eavesdrop, at least try to be secretive about it.
I was trying.
Bitch.
I was trying. I just sigh and give him a half-assed affirmative nod. He's being worryingly quiet. I'm not afraid per se, but I am concerned.
Anyways, it's good you're up. There's another mark or so till dinner. You can't sleep all day and all night. Well, maybe you can, I don't know.
I chuckle a bit. We know nothing about each other, and somehow that ends up making us more similar than I can imagine. We also apparently share a knack for just staring at each other until we're both uncomfortable.
So real.
Real as fuck.
So you should stay up is what I'm saying. If you want to. Or whatever.
We both finally managed to look away from each other and resume whatever it was we were doing before, which, truth be told, was not much. Maybe this could be a good time to get to know him better. He doesn't seem all that enthralled by whatever it is he's reading. Knocking on the window, I try to get his attention to no avail. After a good minute or two, I knock again, trying with more force this time. I swear he looked at me for a second, as if by accident. Wait a minute, is he ignoring me? Knowing full well this wall isn't soundproof, I decided to take another approach. Hey, I know what you're doing, don't ignore me. Nothing yet. Upping the ante with some added knock seemed to get his attention.
What? What? Are you hurt? Dying? I'm trying to read some reports here.
I almost feel bad, unsure of whether he was really working or not. Still, I'd appreciate some company. Pointing to his monitor, I try the best I can to act out reading from it. Wait, this is just charades! At least I lasted a day before making a fool of myself.
You want my monitor? You can't use it.
Shaking my head no, I try again. This time I point at him and then myself before mimicking reading off of it.
You want me to read to you?
I nod my head. I don't think he likes my idea as much as I do.
You know I'm the chief of security, right? That means I have other duties besides this, right?
I nod, backing up.
So you understand the concept of working. You understand that I take on a lot of responsibilities then, right?
Even with the glass between us, almost falling over trying to get away.
You know what that doesn't make me? A damn pup sitter.
Wow.
Sans Undertale.
He sansed out.
He
I
sans the
literally
fuck
read
out.
it. I
You read it.
I was like, this guy's gonna sound like Sans.
You
Yeah.
read
He
it
stands
right.
out.
And he sans the fuck out.
He stands the fuck out.
With a single forceful press of an invisible button, I'm staring at a wall again. Sorry. Turning away from the wall, I slink away to my meager possessions splayed about in my bed, making pointless designs and patterns with the few writing tools I have. Still too dark to read. Why'd I do that? We barely even know each other. He yelled at me yesterday, so why did I try to talk to him? I should have known better. I feel dumb for even trying, but he's shown that he can be nice at times, so I don't know. I really need someone to talk to. After what feels like an eternity of just doodling and wasting paper, I hear the outside door open. Wonder if that's the dinner bell. Ugh.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Evening, Moro.
Hello there, Tucker. I brought you dinner.
Hi.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi. Oh, thanks, Doc. I say with a small smile. Upon seeing that dinner is once again the same meal I've had all day, it becomes harder to keep smiling. But we'll have to deal until we can run more tests, I suppose. Noticing he also has his bag with him, I take it he came prepared. This? Haha, you have good intuition. But yes, if you don't mind, I'd like to run some tests. No drawing blood, it's too late for that today. Just some quick ones, if that's alright. Let's also get those bandages off of you. I don't think you need them anymore. Sounds fair to me, Doc. I know he can't understand me yet, but I feel I might lose my mind if I'm just nodding all day, no matter how pointless it is. Doc was right too. The tests are done before I know it, and I can partake in my lovely meal of literally just oats and water. He remains seated next to me, possibly building up courage until he asks. Tucker, I wanted to ask, are you alright after earlier? I know this... He gestures to the room. Isn't all that great, but I really do want to try and make this all manageable for you. And I feel like I have failed in some way doing that. Oh, that's thoughtful of him to ask. He seems like he's genuinely worried about me, but asking for help, especially right now, is almost impossible. I put a hand on his massive hot thigh and look up at him. Dude.
Okay.
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 Thank you, Merwin. He doesn't look particularly convinced, but he eventually relents and just smiles back. After a moment, he gets up to leave for the night. Oh, I wanted to mention that I might not be able to stop by tomorrow. I'll try to sneak by if I can, but no promises. And before I go, here. He reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out a rather large toothbrush wrapped in plastic. I'm not sure how your species deals with dental issues, but you have teeth, so, well, I figure this might come in
Doggy
use.
toothbrush.
Doggy toothbrush.
Hee.
Not the most interesting gift, but I take it nonetheless. I'd rather not end up with a cavity and have to get a root canal for one of these things. I offer him a slight grin, to which he nods and takes his leave. Oh, well, good night. Slumping against the wall, I can't help but feel a bit disappointed, or dejected. I've lost my appetite for sure. This room is just so draining, even with my shirt back. It's so damn cold in here. I guess I could try to get to be...
Incident report 5671.
Huh? I turned my head to see Mark leaning against the wall, facing away from me.
A researcher, Professor Drin, in column B, lab 34, reported lost notebook and monitor. Report was sent at the 13th mark. Investigation began at the 15th mark. Drin was questioned by guard Nochi. Nochi, I guess. Last known location of objects was either in lab 34 on persons or in personal quarters. 34.
34.
34.
Both were inspected by a team consisting of Noche and Tiu. No signs of either. Security footage open for review. Footage showed Drin wearing monitor and carrying notebook on way to Lab 34, and subsequently carrying both while leaving Lab 34 2.5 marks later. Drin was followed on camera and found to enter the bathroom in column B. Was seen leaving without either while talking to another professor. After investigating, both items were found by the sinks, untouched.
Sorry.
Drin was conferred their belongings and asked to never be reminded that this happened.
Wow.
Log incident under closed.
God. The wall goes blank. Weird. I think
You
that
read him
is...
a bedtime story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day 2. And I think that's a good place to cut an episode. So...
Yeah,
we
I agree.
Thank you for watching, everyone. And please join us again next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.